Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. That's better. Tired. Some news out today on the 27th. If you go to CHIRP's website, you will see on the latest release the Quansheng UV-K5 is now supported. So that's what this little video is going to be about. So I've already downloaded the new version of CHIRP, but I will do it from scratch. So we'll click, we'll look for download the latest CHIRP next build and download it. Gets you to here. As you can see, it's when it was released. So we download it. It arrives, you can see I've already downloaded it. I'm going to install it. Next. Okay, new version of CHIRP is now installed. I don't need this anymore. Actually, no, I don't need this anymore. So just minimize that. Okay, so let's launch CHIRP. Okay, it's the usual CHIRP next welcome screen. Let's turn on the Quansheng.
Welcome, channel mode.
Now I do have some weird channels programmed into this because of a little video I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days. So I don't really want to disrupt them, but I will create some different ones. So, okay, so I've got it plugged in. So you remember, you turn the radio on, then you plug in the cable, and you should see the little blue light. Now going to go to radio, download from radio. As you can see, it's still on COM port 5, which is the last time I used it. The Quansheng in here, and it's got the UV-K5. So just, you can see it's that one and this one. So before I did this video, I did a quick test. And by default it put me onto this one because I've never selected the UV-K5 before. So anyway, UV-K5, it gives you a warning about this being experimental. The UV-K5 is not exactly expensive, so I thought, whatever. Before it might make attempted, later original settings, some deals not yet been implemented. Okay, so I just click OK, and I click OK, and turn the radio on, which I've already done. Connect the speaker connector, which I've already done. Make sure the connector's from the connector, I've already done, and click OK on the software. As you can see, as usual, nothing happens on the screen of the radio, but on the screen of the computer, it's a different story. So what you will see here is these are the channels I've already programmed in. As I say, these are for a little video I'm going to be doing in the next few days. But if you go to settings, you got all the extra settings here: channel name, save, dual watch, keypad lock, auto lock. Oh, excuse me. The usual bits and bobs, and then we've got the name of the string and whatever you want to call it. Programmable keys, you got the side ones, so you can have it set as monitor, which I have, and you got all these other options there. The side key 1 long press, again you can select all these different options. Side key 2 short press, I got it set as flashlight on off, you can put it to whichever one you want. And the side key number 2 long press, which again you can put it to what you want. I've got it by default on mine. I've got it set to scan on and off. Next, you have the DTMFs, which you can go into there to permit remote kill, which I have turned off. DTMF contacts, scan lists. You can set. Not really gone into this side of much yet. As I say, this is my second time running this application with the updated software to connect to the Quansheng, so I haven't really messed around with these. Now then, this is interesting. Unlock settings. Now in here you can unlock the ability to transmit on 350 to 400 megahertz, on 174 to 350 megahertz, and on 500 to 600 megahertz transmitting option. I'm not too sure how well it would do it, considering it's designed as a tri-band transmitting, but well, you never know. But for now, I'm not going to turn those on. As I say, this is just a brief video on working in CHIRP. Then you've got the FM radio where you can set the channels. Again, this is a local radio station up here in Vancouver. And then you've got the driver information, limits disabled for modified firmware. You got this option to turn that off. I'm guessing that turning this off will allow you to install different types of firmware which are out of range of the radio, maybe? Yeah, anyway, it's something to look at. Next, browser. Now this is where it will sit there, as you can see up this bit, it's just flickering and flickering and thinking and thinking and thinking. And it's brought up, yeah, this must be the raw, maybe it's the raw data from the memory or the image maybe. If I click on that, and you see it's loading up all this. So we've got channel 0, it needs to think about that. So this, I suppose you only really need to go into this if you really want to. So you've got all the different settings here. That's the frequency I have it set as 145.1. It goes all the way up to 213 for some reason. I thought it did more channels than that, but anyway, this is a beta, shall we say, version that's connecting to the radio, or alpha, whatever you want to call it. Then we've got channel attributes, which again it loads up this huge long list of what have we got in here. So scan lists, is it free? Band number 2. I suppose if you sit there and read it for a while, you will begin to understand it. Then you've got password. Nothing. Well, nothing I've set. FM frequency. Oh, right, okay, this must be the FM frequencies, as is the frequency number 1, which is 96.9. Oh no, we just jumped into there. So DTMF, yep. Don't really mess around with any of these. So revive code or kill code, but I've turned them off. Channel oh, okay, so it's jumped into channel names. So channel name of 1 or 0, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is just what I call these first 10. Yeah, the other ones are random characters. And DTMF contact, I'm guessing that's just, yeah. Info, this I suppose shows you what the radio is capable of. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to program one channel in just to show you it working, and I'm going to connect to a repeater. So let's go to repeater book. Oh, no, that's the digital one that I use. So proximity, North Vancouver, or wherever you happen to be located. Let's just say 25 miles, leave it at that. And what I'm interested in is the 2 meters, because it's a local repeater that I know of. And it's going to be FM. And let's search. My internet's a bit slow tonight. That's all that stuff I'm downloading. Right, so we're looking for, there it is. It's my repeater that I use quite frequently, especially for testing. It's the V7RPT. So we've got the downlink and uplink. You're getting sick of me using this one, but it's one that I can show you which works. I'm just going to put in a channel 20, whatever. I'll call this, and let's move this across here. And the uplink, which is the transmit. Where's the transmit? Wow, am I going mad? Where is it? Huh. Oh, right. So, interesting. It seems to have been put the offset in for me. So, right, okay. So the offset is 0.6, which is 0.6. It's a negative. Oh, right, okay, there we go. Negative is a duplex. Negative 0.6. You don't have to actually enter the that frequency. Now I know the uplink tone is 136.5, and so is the downlink tone. So it's the tone mode. Tone. And it's 136.5. Tone squelch, leave it alone. DC, RCTC, DCS, cross. Okay, what is all this? This is duplex, soft mode, skip power, high, 136, tone squelch. Oh, the tone squelch. There we go. I'm sure they've renamed some of these. The tone squelch is 130. Huh, okay. So I do it on the fly because I try and show you how I'm thinking. Maybe I've thought of this wrong, but let's put that into there. So tone squelch. So what's this tone for? It's a tone squelch, which will turn the squelch off if this tone is detected. So what? But this is an uplink tone. Anyway, let's leave it at that. So as far as I can see, this is correct. So it's channel 20. Okay, let's upload that to the radio. So radio, upload, serial port, Quansheng UV-K5. Okay, okay, and it's uploading. Okay, so the radio, as you can see, has rebooted and my screen's gone blurry, so let's correct that there. Okay, so let's unplug that. Let's go and look for number 20, so it's channel
0, 2, 0.
Okay, so there it is, V7RPT, and here we go. Victor Alpha 7 Charlie Oscar India, radio checking the Quansheng UV-K5. Nothing came back, so I may have plugged it incorrectly, so let's go back and have a look. So we leave the radio turned on, and we plug that back in again. Okay, so let's go and have a look here. So the downlink receiving is 146.94. This is 146.94, so the uplink, wait a minute, 146.94 is the uplink. The minus, okay, so that, yeah, that's right. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Let's have a look. Tone squelch 136.5. 136.5. Okay, let's give that a go. So at least I'm broadcasting my call sign. Radio, upload. And uploading again. And halfway. So, radio's rebooted. So let's see what happens here. So first of all, we'll change it to a frequency mode. Oops.
Frequency mode.
Oh, you can't use that VFO, sorry. Where is it? Whatever. Okay, so let's try again. Oh, broadcasting on the wrong channel.
0, 2, 0.
Okay. Victor Alpha 7 Charlie Oscar India, radio check on the Quansheng UV-K5. Looks like maybe nobody's listening. It's a bit hissy, this radio, I've noticed. Hopefully they can fix that in a firmware update. Although I did see a hardware fix for this where somebody took apart the radio, removed the speaker that they'd put into it and replaced it with another different type speaker, same size, and the quality of the audio is substantially improved. So it's a little bit out of what I do, but if it gets to that point, I try and do that. But yeah, it looks like there's nobody listening on that, or they can't hear me, one of the two. But I'll just do one more, and then I'll call it a night if that doesn't work. It's Victor Alpha 7 Charlie Oscar India, doing a radio check on the Quansheng UV-K5. Not too sure if anybody can hear me or what my sound is like. If you can hear me, please let me know.
This is Victor Echo 7 Yankee Charlie Golf. I could hear a station in there, but like it really sounds pretty deep down in the weeds. I don't know if you can try and move locations or yell into the microphone. But yeah, if you want to try again, I'm here.
Okay, so somebody can hear me, sort of. And it could be the fact that I'm tucked in the corner of the house. And maybe this radio is not as good as I hoped it was. But anyway, what I will do is I will take the radio outside. So let's go. So just bear with me while I disconnect my phone. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I ended up turning my phone off for a second there. Okay, I'm now outside, so I'm just going to try it again. This is Victor Alpha 7 Charlie Oscar India doing a radio check on my Quansheng UV-5R. Just trying to see what it sounds like on anybody else that may be listening to me.
I think I might have copied Charlie Alpha India there, but yeah, you're very quiet with a lot of noise. What is your location?
I'm on the water.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to go and put on a VHF antenna I have. The one that's on here is the ducky that comes with it. I did a few tests on them the other night, which I haven't yet posted, and its VHF signal was not very good. So give me a second here. I'm just going to put this. Okay, this is my 2-meter antenna.
Radio check. This is Victor.
Okay, so I'm just going to go back outside again, see if you can hear me this time. Just turn the light on. There we go. Okay, get a bit closer. This is Victor Alpha 7 Charlie Oscar India doing a radio check on the UV-K5. Seems as though I'm having some problem transmitting, so I've changed my antenna to a VHF one. Is this any better, or am I still fuzzy? Thank you.
Good evening. The time is 10 p.m.
This is Victor Echo 7 Yankee Charlie Golf. If you can hear me, I just can't quite copy you. I can't pick you up on the input anywhere. Maybe someone else listening can pick you up on an input. Victor Echo 7 Yankee Charlie Golf monitor.
Okay, well that's interesting. He's having trouble hearing me on the Quansheng UV-K5. So, what are we going to do about this then? What I should do is I will connect up my favourite radio at the minute, which is my BF18H, get it programmed for the repeater, try again and just let him know what's happening, see if he can tell the difference. Got a little test, unexpected, but got a little test, so give me a second here. Let's put the phone back where it was. I'll turn the light off. Right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to shut this one down. Put its antenna back on. And I'm going to get my Baofeng, the new one. Even though this video isn't about this radio, it could be a good real world test to see if there's a difference here. Although, as I said earlier, this Quansheng is a bit noisy. Anyways, let's get this turned on. Okay, so I'm just going to load up the Baofeng software. So let's exit out of here. No, I don't want to save it. Why do I say yes? So let's just exit. Quit. No. Right, now the Baofeng is this one, I think. Let's have a look. Let's read it. No. Settings, port, com, 5. Yeah, it's that one. So I'm just reading that in. You'll see the same list of stations programmed on this one as well, just for something I'm going to do. So let's get the site up that I was, so again, I'll put it in channel 20. So it's 146.94. Transmission frequency is 146.34. CTCSS is 136.5. 136.5. And V7 RPT. V7 RPT. So let's write that to the radio. Okay, it's rebooted. So let's go to channel 20. Where is it?
Langley, right? Nothing in the way between you and I? I don't even think, yeah, no, nothing in the way. You have a good signal, but I can't hear you on the input, so must be low power for you. Yeah, it's 120 watts here, so
Damn it.
not
depending on where you are, you can pick up
See if I can get in a break.
regulars that you don't normally hear. Yeah, unless you get them on the input.
Yeah, exactly. My station downstairs listens to the input purposely. And it's got this cool little meter wired into the radio.
Okay, this is a...
Same radio I have upstairs, but the one downstairs, yeah, it has a meter wired in and it measures everything by decimals. Everybody's signal is slightly
Going back outside
different
again.
than somebody else's. I like it. It's pretty cool.
Can I break in? Victor Alpha 7, Charlie Oscar India?
Say hello to Nikki if she's around, but I'm gonna go clear. Gonna go give Bubs a call and see how she's doing. So I'll just say 7-3, Victor Echo 7, Yankee Charlie Golf, clear for now. I might be back a little later.
All right, you have a good evening. Wow, talk to Mom. Pretty hard for me to do that, but hey, you take care and talk to your mom. Sure, she'll be happy to hear your voice. Victor Echo 7, Yankee Charlie Golf. Victor Echo 7, Tango Golf. We'll be back to monitoring.
This is Victor Alpha 7, Charlie Oscar India doing a radio check again. Different radio this time. Can anybody hear me?
Is that Charlie Oscar India? This is Victor Echo 7, Tango Golf. I have to turn up my volume to be able to hear you. You're getting into the repeater, but your audio's a bit low.
Oh hi, is this any better? I was trying to keep it down for the little one. Yeah, I'm just trying a radio, but I tried another one earlier on and it seemed to be that the output was really poor. So I'm just testing this one to see if this one's any better.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I can hear you. Yeah, that's a lot better. And as for the little ones, well, you'd have to go around the corner so they can't hear you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh well, okay, thank you very much. As I say, I was just doing a test on the earlier radio, which doesn't seem to work very well at all, so I'll not be reviewing that one very well. Anyway, it's Victor Alpha 7, Charlie Oscar India, signing off. Thank you very much.
And you're welcome very much. You have yourself a good evening. This is Victor Echo 7, Tango Golf, and I'm over here on Vancouver Island. Have a nice evening, 7-3.
Okay, so they heard me on the Baofeng that I have here, but not on the Quansheng. Now, earlier on, he says the earlier guy said that the radio I was using was very noisy and very quiet. Now, the very quiet function could have been the fact that I wasn't talking loud, but the fact that the other guy could hear me on the Baofeng. When I put it where it's supposed to go, instead of in front of the camera, then in front of the camera in front of the radio and my face behind the camera, it sort of blocked the sound out a bit. So, yeah, although the Quansheng works, I do have some... Yeah, it's probably best if I take it out one day with two radios and just wander around and see what it's like. But that's it for this evening. So, Victor Alpha 7, Charlie Oscar India, as you have. And take care, everybody, and 7-3. Good night.